Hi, my name's Haydon Derrick. This will be a video going through some of my game projects. Most of these projects have videos on themselves that go into more detail about either the code or specifics about it. So if any of them interest you, I'll link them in the description, or you can find them on the channel. But let's get to it. Let's start off with the first one. So this first bit is a AI project made in Unreal Engine. What you do in this game is you go around and kill monsters. That's what the collect is at the top. Right now, you can see in the video, you're in a woods, and there was a goblin, and you have to shoot them from a distance. And if you get close to them, they'll either hear you or they'll see you, right? And there's a guy at the front who explains all this, explains how they work. Over here, there's a rock monster. They shoot rocks at you. Or not shoot, they throw rocks at you, and once they run out of three, they have three rocks on them, they have to go to rock piles and collect. There are tons of other AI in this sort of game, and it goes into way more detail in the video that I'm going to put in the description for you. So this next game is a Unity game made for the Nintendo Switch. It's a turn-based RPG where you can upgrade with little cogs you find on the floor. Right now you see that took like 2 shots to kill him. So what happens is if you shoot a shooter person, then it'll take 2 shots to shoot them and you'll potentially take damage. But if you use a super effective move, which is like the opposite of what they are, so if you use a melee, it will one hit them, saving you health. So there's sort of a bit of strategy about it. If you see here, those sniper lines, if you get in the sniper lines, obviously they'll start the fight first. You can see he's exploring a sort of desolate wasteland. The resolution is less because it's made for the Nintendo Switch and we wanted it running as good as possible. If you see there's an NPC there who walks towards you. But yeah, we wanted the resolution to be as good as possible. That's why it says display no cameras rendering. However, there's an image, and as you saw earlier, it was working on the Switch, which is brilliant. This next game is Speedy Mobile. It's a mobile game I made in uni, and as you can see, you literally just tap the screen and he jumps. Right then, you got a power up, and you shake the phone, and it'll activate the power up. It's sort of like a cool way of activating it. So if you see here, you've gone onto the second level. There's 3 levels in total. You saw I flashed the level select. But this level's more like an underground or in a castle. If you saw up there, there was a alternate route that had a power up that I didn't take. So this is sort of an Unreal Engine 3D platformer where you explore this open island and you can go anywhere you want, but there's 7 collectibles to collect, and they're little red orbs, and you're meant to use this swinging mechanic as well as some enhanced movement. So for example there, you're doing a sort of air dash forward. Just to traverse the island, explore secrets. There's a whole museum in one of these buildings. This next game is a 2D sort of side-scroller tower defense sort of game where you're defending the mountain on the left-hand side from these birds and these spectres, right? And on the left-hand side, there spawns different books, right? There's 3 different books you can get. They give you different power-ups. So if you see now, that's got speed. If you see, play it again, it's got rapid shot. But the whole thing is, it's like, oh, that's a bit easy, isn't it? You're waiting for the thing. But these shots that you shoot up come back down at you, meaning they may come back and hit you, and obviously cause you to lose the game. This next game was a team project called Shush. I mainly worked on the aesthetics, and this was mine and another person's room that we focused on. So all of these pipes and everything was made by me. The whole aesthetic was made obviously in a collaboration with a group. The main enemy design, which never actually got implemented but was still all designed, was all made. The actual person who coded the snap in there of the items worked in collaboration with me to get everything to work perfect. Obviously, the pipes needed to combine together and look great. If you see there that the shattered, all of those were created by me. Every asset you're seeing was created by me. What happened was he gave me like a list of stuff he needed. So like here, this plunger, and then obviously the plunger collides with another collider in there and shoots out this a pipe. So and the end goal is to sort of get a key and escape the room. So this next project was in collaboration with the West Midlands Police Museum. Yeah, we had a client that we made all this for. They had specific things they wanted, so obviously we adapted to them. This was made in a group with other classes, like film students who did the sort of story and sort of got us along. So as you're going around picking up objects in this sort of escape room type thing, you're collecting evidence and sort of unraveling the mystery of this lady who was robbed. So for example, then he found like a bit of cloth. There's a footstep, and in it we'd have voice actors, obviously, who the film people sourced to sort of explain the story. And what I focused on was the main game loop. So for example, picking up objects, putting it in the bin, whether triggering all of the sounds. Most of it is done in sort of my art style as well. So if you look at that drink there. Now, this last one was my final year project, and what it is a VR training simulator. This was all done by myself, but it was meant for people who've never used VR. So when you spawn in, you automatically, have like a sort of tutorial behind you, and then it runs you through how to operate the tills. And do you see it's got like scan items, and there's customers. So what I did was like people would review it, and at first it was just scanning the items and going along, but eventually people said, oh, it needs a bit more life, so I made it look a bit better. I gave them animations of people waiting, from like reviews that people have given me, and do you see there it gives information on like discounts and stuff, and then it's a whole loop made in Unreal Engine 5. Thank you for listening. If you have any interest in looking at any of these projects in more detail, you can either look in the description where I've linked a few videos, look on the channel, or contact me personally at derrickhaydon@gmail.com. Thank you for listening. Have a nice day.